Hello and welcome. Since the server is currently down, I decided to do some commentary. This is my first time, so any feedback is appreciated. Anyways, I am taking out a mighty Montana, and we also have a Yamato on our team and a Shokaku. It is on the map Hotspot, and the enemy team actually I think has a weaker team. So I decided to push east, but not too far so I don't get picked off. I'm just going around this island and then slow down and stop to try to shoot at some battleships or cruisers. Because, well, if I go too far, they will all focus me and I will just die quickly, and it's pretty useless for my team. Especially because nobody else is coming here except the Yamato. The main thing with playing battleships is that you have to be pretty patient and you can't rush into things. I'm seeing projectiles, but I didn't see a ship. But now I do, so I'm going to shoot at the Des Moines. This seemed like a pretty good shot because the Des Moines was showing their broadside to me, and well, it hurt.
Damaged.
Now I'd like to finish the Des Moines off, but well, as you'll see, he's going to turn a bit, which means my shots are going to do almost no damage. So I decide to shoot at the Baltimore instead. And I notice that he gets beached, which means the shot is going to do massive damage. Because I'm standing still and he's standing still, there is no guesswork or correction. And he dies from full HP in one volley. Goodbye, Baltimore. So now I'll try to sink the Des Moines. But since he isn't quite new to the game, he'll start turning around, which means it's going to be really difficult to damage him. Also, the Yamato on my team is pushing, which means he's getting the brunt of the damage. Maybe I should be somewhere up there with him, but well, maybe I messed up a bit. 5 hits and I did 0 damage, just a whole lot of clangs.
Our team has taken the lead.
What happened to the Yamato right now with the torpedoes is why I don't like being there. So now I decide to check the other side because it seems the southern enemies are pushing as well. Since the Des Moines wasn't showing me his broadside, I decide to shoot at the other side right now. I'd like to shoot at the Miyoko, but she is facing directly at me, which means chance of doing any real damage are very low. So the North Carolina it is. But I think I led a bit too far. Usually I would be quite worried about the destroyers because, well, there aren't many allies in front of me, but it seems all their destroyers are busy elsewhere. I don't understand how this Yamato is losing so hard. I mean, he was full HP before, or well, at least half. And he hasn't got a single hit on the Des Moines. So I decide that I'll try to help him out. Because the Des Moines is a very dangerous enemy and must never be let live. Their DPM is just insane. But I guess that's the only thing the ship brings, so it has to be so strong. Sadly, I wasn't in time to help our Yamato, which means he was just sank by the Des Moines. This seemed like a good hit, but because the Des Moines was turning a bit up, the shots fell short. I'm actually pretty surprised that I got the Citadel hit there. I would have thought that all of them would miss. This seemed like a pretty good shot because, well, he was showing his broadside and I shot kind of in the middle. But as damage shows, it was pretty mediocre. Fires are annoying, but since he hasn't been shooting at me, it hasn't really done anything. Also, on a battleship, fires actually aren't that big of a problem. They can kill you, yes, but if you survive, they are considered light damage, which means your heal ability will be healing almost all of the damage HE and fire will do. So that hit finally took out the Des Moines, so now I'm going to turn around to fight the 3 battleships that came from the south. Of course I could turn my guns around, but turns out it's faster to turn the entire ship around than the guns. And since I want to head towards their direction to make it easier to fight them, well, just turning the ship is better. I'm a bit worried because I saw a wall of torpedoes coming from there, which means the Shimakaze is there, most likely. I mean, that looks like around 15 torpedoes. Also, I'm a bit worried because there's a Montana and a North Carolina and an Amagi, which means they could kill me. But it would probably take some time since I'm full HP and angled towards them. Especially because the Shimakaze just shot her torpedoes, which means, well, I don't have to worry about them for a good a minute or so. Well, actually, since the torpedoes just disappeared, that means the Shimakaze will be able to shoot out her new torpedoes right about now. However, it will take like a minute or two to get to me, so it's not that big of a deal yet. If I was smart, I could like try to swivel around, which means the torpedoes would completely miss, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time. So I shot at the Amagi because the North Carolina wasn't angled as well and was a bit behind the island, and the hit was pretty good. Also, our friendly destroyers took out the Montana at the cost of one of the destroyers, but I think it was worth it, especially because we're winning, at least in terms of points. So if we can take out these 2 battleships, the game should be over. Also, right now I'm not that worried about the Shimakaze torpedoes of the enemy because I have 2 ships that are between me and the Shima, which means that if torpedoes are coming in, I'll see them from far away, like right now. That's 5 torpedoes, which means the other 2 wallies are most likely somewhere around there as well. Also, the Amagi and the North Carolina are both angled well, which means angled well to shoot at. But I just picked the closer one. I'm gonna turn left, hard left, because this way it will bring the back of the ship around, and it helped me to avoid that one torpedo. Right now I am in a position where the 2 battleships could kill me if I showed them my broadside, but since I'm not going to, it seems very unlikely because the game is about to end. I probably should have aimed a bit lower,
Assault, sir.
but the hit was decent. Also, I wonder, I have heard from other people that if you select a target, like I did there, when you click on it, that you deal a bit more damage with secondaries and AA. I wonder if that's true. Anyways, this is the game, and I think I did pretty well. I mean, the XP, the score, it's pretty decent. The damage as well. I mean, we killed the Baltimore in one hit. If you have any comments or feedback, please leave them, even if you want to tell me to never make a video again. That would be useful to know too, because then I would just stop wasting time. Thank you for your time.